All right, so today we're diving into something pretty fascinating. It's a company called Energetika 369, and they operate right at this intersection of wellness, technology, and this belief that our health is all about frequency and vibration.
Okay, so right off the bat, this is their core mission. They're dedicated to enhancing well-being and elevating individuals to a higher frequency. Now those phrases, enhancing well-being, sure, but elevating to a higher frequency? That tells you right away we're not talking about your everyday health products. This is something else.
Yeah, a higher frequency. I mean, what does that actually mean? It's a pretty abstract idea, right? So how does a company take a concept like that and turn it into something you can actually buy? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down.
Okay, first up, a world of frequencies. Before we can even get to the products, you've got to understand the core idea that everything is built on.
So here's how they make that big idea a little more concrete. The main goal? Elevate you to that higher frequency. And how do they do it? Through what they call innovative products, like quantum meds and frequency patches. You'll also notice the approach here is totally holistic. They're not just aiming for physical health, but mental and emotional balance too. And the solutions they're offering are, well, they're pretty ambitious. We're talking everything from virus elimination to anti-aging and beauty treatments. So, the big question is, how do they claim to pull all this off? That leads us right into our next section, decoding their core technologies. Let's look at the so-called science they say is behind all their products.
First on the list is something they call Energetika Rife technology. The whole idea here is that every little microorganism, viruses, bacteria, they all have their own specific resonant frequency. So this technology claims it can use very precise electromagnetic frequencies to basically disrupt or even destroy these pathogens, all without harming any of your healthy tissue. It's like a targeted sound wave for germs.
Then you've got Schumann technology. This one's a little different. It's all about reproducing the Earth's natural electromagnetic resonance, which is apparently 7.83 Hertz. The idea is that by tuning into this frequency, you can get all sorts of benefits, like regulating your sleep cycles, improving your sleep, and even cutting down on stress. So to put it really simply, think of it like this. Rife technology is all about fighting things inside your body. It's an internal weapon targeting pathogens. Schumann technology, on the other hand, is more of an external shield. Its job is to harmonize your body with the Earth's natural frequency and protect you from all that electrosmog out there.
And then there's a third one, which is kind of a two-for-one deal. Frequency plasma magnetic technology. It's a combination of magnetic fields and plasma. Here's the claim. The magnetic fields are supposed to alter your cells to help them hydrate better, while the plasma part, well, that apparently captures energy from the atmosphere to rebalance your body. It's all about improving that energy flow.
All right, so we've got the philosophy and we've got the supposed technologies behind it. Now let's get to the good stuff. How does this all turn into actual products you can buy? This section is all about the tools for energetic balance. So at the very top of their product pyramid, you'll find these things called NLS devices. That stands for non-linear system. They're described as these super advanced tools for assessing your wellness and rebalancing your energy, and it's all based on something called Bioresonance technology. And these NLS systems aren't one-size-fits-all. You've got 3 different levels. The Hexapulse is entry-level, the Sync is intermediate, and the Lux is the advanced model. Now take a look at these prices, which are in Indian rupees. This tells you right away, we're not talking about a simple app on your phone. This is serious high-end equipment. Yeah, just to really let that sink in, the top-of-the-line Hexalux system costs over 850,000 rupees. That is a major investment. This isn't just a casual purchase. It's a huge commitment for a practitioner or even a really dedicated individual. But it's not all about those big, expensive systems. They have a whole catalog of other stuff too. You can get mini Rife machines, something called a Rife imprinter, biofrequency oils, even special headphones. They've also got beauty machines that use microcurrents and a product for cellular regeneration. So pretty wide range. Okay, but maybe the most mind-bending thing they offer is something that doesn't require you to have a physical device at all. Let's talk about healing from a distance, specifically their remote detox program.
It's called the 11-Day Terrain Detox Program, and the description is pretty wild. It's a remote system that they say is designed to cleanse your entire body, and it does this by using your DNA and their advanced frequency technology from a distance.
And this isn't a random process either. It's a very structured 11-day program that they say runs 24/7. It's broken down into steps.
You start with removing metals and chemicals, then move on to systemic toxins. After that, it targets parasites and supports your liver, then cleans your kidneys and blood, and wraps up with the lymphatic system. It's a full-body thing.
Naturally, this raises the biggest question of all, right? A question they even address themselves. How on earth can treatments be delivered remotely? How is that even possible?
Well, their answer comes down to one concept, quantum entanglement. And here's their explanation, word for word. They say, it's a theory that states if you influence one particle, another particle that is connected to it remotely over a distance will be affected in the same way. And then they connect it back to their service, saying, we can treat our DNA samples as a broadcast antenna to deliver frequencies to our bodies. So your DNA is the antenna, and they're the radio station.
So if you go with that premise, the benefits they're selling are pretty clear. It's a deep, full-spectrum cleanse, and the big selling points are that it's super convenient, it's non-disruptive, and it's supposed to be gentle and safe. And of course, there's that idea of precision, using your own DNA as a broadcast antenna. Okay, let's take a step back and pull all of this together. For our final section, we're going to look at the entire ecosystem that this company has put together.
You know, when you really look at everything, it's clear Energetika 369 has built a complete, self-contained world. It all starts with that core philosophy about vibration. That leads to these specific technologies they claim to use, and those are then baked into everything from super expensive diagnostic tools to consumable oils, and even services that don't need a physical product at all, like the remote detox. And all of this, from the resonant frequencies to the idea of quantum entanglement, really leaves us with one big, fascinating question to think about. In this whole modern pursuit of wellness, where exactly does the technology end, and where does belief begin?